Hey everyone, welcome. We should be live now, but hey, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. So as you can see by the title of the video, this is going to be about the $1,400 stimulus check. Now, of course, I do know a lot of people have already received it. However, remaining my commitment to you, I told you that I would be back for you every single day for those of you who have not received it yet and do whatever we need to do to help you get this money. So I wanted to come back with you. I want to connect with all of you and see what we can do to help you get this money. So I'm going to jump into the comment section here in just a second, and we can kind of run through and I can see if I can answer some of your specific, hang on one second here, sorry. Whoops, hang on. See if I can answer some of your specific questions for you right down in the chat box. So feel free to stick them down below. Again, please remember I'm here by myself. So, if I don't get to every comment, please just give me a little bit of a break. Just doing what I can here. But I noticed there wasn't like a ton of people here, but that's okay. Hopefully I can answer all the questions, which is awesome. So let's see what else we got cooking here. Hang on just a sec. Let me get the... Terry Jones, hey, you're welcome. I appreciate that. I saw your comment there for a second. So let's talk about this. So, as many of us know, most people got their checks, right? The $1,400 over the last few days here, especially yesterday being a huge, huge day for the majority of people getting the $1,400. However, as I was saying for so many weeks leading up to it, I said, hey, there's going to be a huge wave coming through. Most people are going to be picked up and get the money then, but afterward, there's going to be a small percentage of people that don't get the money for some weird reason. We don't know why. We'll need to come back after that point and figure out what's going on. Well, that's what this live stream is all about, is for those of you who have not received it yet. So let's just say this. First off, if you're a VA beneficiary, it'll be pretty easy. I wish we had answers as easy as this one. If you're a VA beneficiary, you should be getting your money on next Wednesday, April 14th. The official payment date for VA beneficiaries is Wednesday, April 14th. So you should get it then if you're a VA beneficiary. So how the IRS typically issues these payments is here's what they do. They process payments on Fridays. So direct deposits and paper checks, things like this that go out physically for physical delivery. They process them on Fridays, and then the direct deposits actually show up as a actual deposit into the account the following Wednesday. And paper checks, obviously, those show up at any time, throughout the future, as in the following days and or weeks after they're mailed out. So tomorrow should be another pretty good day, especially for those of you who are VA beneficiaries. And I'm really hoping a lot of other people here also that haven't received it yet, I'm hoping that you start getting these pendings starting tomorrow. Now, again, if you don't get a pending tomorrow for the following Wednesday as the actual payment date, just hang tight. Sometimes they come in a little bit later. And sometimes it doesn't even show up as a pending. It just comes in right at the day that you're supposed to be paid, and then it'll come up there. So hopefully that makes sense. But direct deposits usually take place on Wednesdays. So that's what we saw yesterday. Huge, huge influx of deposits yesterday. Like 24 million people received direct deposits yesterday. That's a huge number, 24 million direct deposits yesterday. And 1 million paper checks went out. So yeah. All right, anyway, with that being said, let's jump into the comment section and see what I can do to answer your questions for you. Let's see. Yeah, Vicky, hello. Trisha, hey, you're saying, what if I didn't receive the 600, but yet I did receive the 1400? That's interesting. If you didn't receive the 600, you might want to call the IRS and see what's going on with that. You should have received that by now. Here's the deal. If you didn't receive the 600, you probably shouldn't have received the 1400. Not saying you're not eligible. You probably are. You're definitely eligible is basically what I'm saying, but it's weird that you got the 1400 and not the 600. Call the IRS. That's what I would do. Oh, hey, by the way, the number for the IRS, the dedicated stimulus check number, is 1-800-919-9835. I'll say that here in just a second. So if you didn't catch that, give me a minute. I'll say it again here in just a second. Yeah. Okay, yep. Hey, Lori Ostrike, I think you said your last name is. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so ready for that phone number again? The phone number for the dedicated phone line for stimulus checks is 1-800-919-9835. That is for the IRS dedicated phone number for stimulus checks. Yeah, Laura Day. I don't think you see my comments when I write back to you. I've seen tons of comments from you over the last few days and weeks here on my videos. I've responded to many of them, and you keep sending out messages. I've literally responded to them so many times. I honestly don't think you're getting my messages, but yeah, if they're mailing you a check, you just got to keep waiting for it. I mean, seriously, you said that they're mailing you a check. If it's coming in the mail, I mean, that's the only thing we can do. We just got to wait for it to show up. So check the Get My Payment tool. See if you're getting a paper check. If you are, there's literally nothing we can do other than, okay, you get a mail date, you just have to keep watching for it. That's all we can really do. If it doesn't arrive after about 4 weeks or so, you can then call the IRS and put a trace on the payment at that point. But up until about 3 or 4 weeks, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to keep telling you, you got to keep waiting for it. That's all you can do. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Josh, welcome and congratulations. Yes. Right. So, Rob, you're saying, hey, you got the last two as direct deposits. The Get My Payment tool, it sounds like, is not updating. You're still waiting. Yeah, the Get My Payment tool will still absolutely update. So, here's what they'll do. Tomorrow, being Friday, they will process a lot more payments tomorrow. So, I'm excited to see what actually happens. I'm really hoping the payments that are going to be processed tomorrow are going to pick up a lot of you who are still waiting. Actually, I shouldn't even say a lot of you. I hope it picks up all of you who are still waiting. I just really want to put this behind us and just get everybody their money and just kind of move on from the 1400, right? Everybody needs this money immediately. Continue waiting is just not fun anymore. So, well, I mean, it was never fun waiting, but realistically, yeah. So anyway, Rob, yes, the Get My Payment tool should update. What I would say, like I was saying last week, don't look at it until Sunday. The reason for that is I think you're just going to get yourself all irritated if you keep looking at it and it keeps saying not available or whatever. So just kind of do yourself a favor. Don't look at the Get My Payment tool for a few more days here. Check it maybe on Sunday or something like that. But it should update provided they start processing payments tomorrow, as they will. So yeah. Yeah. Terry G is asking, will there be a fourth stimulus? It's still up in the air right now, but I mean, a lot of evidence is pointing to more stimulus. Yeah, for sure. So we'll have to continue watching everything. But yeah, from what I'm seeing here, there's a lot of people pushing for more stimulus checks. In fact, there's actually even more pressure to include recurring stimulus checks versus just one more fourth stimulus check. So yeah, there's probably more stimulus coming. I would not doubt that one bit. No, you're asking, should you call your local IRS office? No. No, I would call the 1-800 number, that one. The reason is if you call your local office, they're basically just going to say, hey, we don't know anything. Call that 1-800 number that I gave you. That probably would be best. Again, the number, I hope you're ready for it. I can say it again for you at some point in the future, but it's 1-800-919-9835. Based on so many people getting their payments, 156 million people have received their payments by now. If you call that number, you probably shouldn't need to wait on hold at all. You could probably get right through because there's nobody calling anymore, right? Because most people have their money by now. You're asking about Laura, you're asking about a grant for disabled people? Not sure what you're talking about. So, yeah, I'm not sure what grant you're talking about. I will say this, though. Some of you have probably seen this. There are scam artists down in the comments section, and they leave these comments saying, oh, have you seen the relief payment, $10,000 relief grant? It's a scam. It's not a real thing. So if that's what you're talking about is maybe a grant that you've seen some of these scam artists talk about, it's not real. If you ever see those comments, do not respond to those people. I delete them as fast as I can. Yeah. So, but otherwise, a grant, I'm not really sure what you're talking about as far as a grant. Yeah, William Horton, hey, shout out to you. Congratulations. That's awesome. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it, William. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I know it. I agree with you. Can't believe we're waiting until last. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Just like the first round of stimulus checks, the people who need it the most were the ones who waited till last, unfortunately. Yeah. So Houston says, I still have no info on my stimulus check. Yeah, that's kind of the problem right now is, up until that's kind of the deal with all these things is most people get their payments and it's like the last people who are still waiting are like the forgotten ones. Seriously, that's why it's so frustrating right now because we don't really have much information. I mean, it's very limited what's out there right now. It's like, okay, the majority of the people got their money. Who cares? Let's just move on. You know what I mean? Well, that's not really how I roll. I told you guys I'd be here for you every single day. It's kind of hard to work with when we don't get much for updates. But tomorrow, again, I'm guessing the IRS will be out with another statement tomorrow saying, we processed another blank number of checks today. It's probably not going to be much. Realistically, probably a couple million at the most they're going to process tomorrow. And then I'm curious to see who's going to be included in that. I hope it picks up everybody here. Yeah. So Laura Day, you say they keep changing the date on you? That seems really weird. I'm not sure why they'd be doing that. But if they keep changing the date, something's up. I mean, seriously, maybe they don't have enough information or I don't know what the deal is determining your eligibility or how they can get that payment to you. I'm not really sure. But considering they keep changing the date, I'd keep an eye on your mailbox. That's just my opinion. I'd watch your mailbox. Um, Sorry, I'm not catching your name, but you said, hey, why do you think I got 2 stimulus checks? Bonus! Seriously, I don't know. If you got 2 stimulus checks, here's what I'm going to say. Of course, I cannot advise you on what to do. I can't tell you what to do, but I can give you some general information. Here's what I would say. Enjoy the one for sure. Take the 1400, one of the 1400s, enjoy it, do whatever you need to do with it. The other 1400, set it aside. I'm just being totally honest with you right now. Set it aside because you may get a letter from the IRS at some point in the future saying, hey, excuse me, we overpaid you and we want some money back. So what I would do, put that money somewhere safe, keep it sacred, do not spend it, just keep it safe somewhere and let it hang out for a long time because the IRS could be reaching out to you asking for that back. If they do, you'll need to produce it. If you can't produce it, if you've spent it accidentally, you might be in a little bit of a situation. So that's all I can say, right? But yeah, technically, if you got overpaid, they want that money back. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess another question would be too, did you claim somebody as a dependent? Or, yeah, I mean, did you claim somebody or do you have somebody that you could have gotten a payment for, like a child, a spouse, anybody that you could have claimed? Yeah, I mean, maybe it actually is your money, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Terry G, hey, congratulations. I'm glad you got it. Yep. Yeah. Daniel, hey, you're welcome. I really appreciate the nice message. That's nice of you. Yeah, it's so great to see you here. Yep. Yeah, Jenny, you're welcome. Um, so Juan, I'm not catching your last name, but Juan, you're in here. You're saying, hey, my son got the 1400. I believe you said your son is on SSI. You said you owe the IRS like $6,000. Will you get your 1400? So this is a unique situation. If they automatically dispense, as in they automatically send out your $1,400, yes, you'll get your 1400. However, if you need to file a tax return and claim the recovery rebate credit in order to get your 1400, then no, you're not going to get it. In fact, they'll take the 1400 and they'll apply it to the 6,000 that you owe them. Make sense? So in a sense, you're still getting it. Even if you owe them $6,000 and they take that 1,400 and apply it against it, that would take your balance from 6 down to 4,600. So I guess in effect, you'd still be getting it in that sense. It's not fun, right? But in that way, it's kind of like a double-sided question. If they process it as an advance on a refundable tax credit, which is what the stimulus check is, then yeah, you could still be getting it as the 1,400. However, if you do not get it here in 2021 and you go to file your 2021 tax return early next year in 2022 and you claim the recovery rebate credit, then no, you will not get the 1,400 as an actual check, but rather they'll just take it and apply it against your 6,000. Make sense? I hope that helps you out, Juan. Truth be told, I can see very bright lights. That's about it. So right behind the camera, there's a really bright light. Honestly, I can see it sometimes. Honestly, sometimes I can't. So I think I'm looking at it right now. I don't know. It goes in and out. So I can see very bright lights. That's it. Yeah, Laura, hey, you're saying your husband works, you never got your third stimulus check. The Get My Payment tool doesn't update. Yeah, that's a problem that many people are facing right now. The Get My Payment tool, as I've said so many times, is not perfect. It's not perfect at all. In fact, yesterday, I can't even tell you how many comments I saw from people reaching out to me saying, hey, this is so weird. I got the deposit, the 1400, it's in my account right now, and I just went on to Get My Payment tool, and it still says not available. So there you go. As I've been saying for so long, the Get My Payment tool is an okay source to look at, like where my payment is, which method is it going to arrive. But other than that, don't really put a whole lot of weight into the Get My Payment tool. It's not a perfect piece of technology. I've been saying that for a long time now. So if you don't get an update there, don't get totally discouraged. Hopefully it arrives some point. The best thing I can say is continue watching your accounts. Check the Get My Payment tool every so often, but that's about it. Every few days, check it out. Other than that, you're going to drive yourself crazy checking that thing twice a day. You know what I mean? We've all been there, done that. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Juan, you're welcome. Thank you. Somebody's saying I better give you your money. Well, I don't have the ability. I don't have the authority to send you the money. So, I mean, if I did, it would have been done a long time ago. But I told you I'd be here as your advocate. I'm not personally going to give you $1,400. What? Yeah. Right. Okay, so this person's saying your informed delivery said it was supposed to be delivered by now. Your bills are not arriving. Your bills are not arriving either. Yeah, you might want to call it to the post office and see what's going on there. That's a delivery issue. Not sure what's going on there. You probably want to call your local post office wherever your mail is processed through and just say like, hey, what's up? Or maybe they're holding your mail at the post office there for some reason. I would say if it's not unique just to the stimulus check, it's probably something going on with the delivery. I don't know what, but you probably want to call your local post office. Yeah. Meeks World, hey, yeah, you're welcome. I really appreciate your comment. Thank you. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, you said you got the first two, you haven't received the third one. You make below the income threshold. Yeah, you're eligible. Here's the deal. Why haven't you received it? That's the big mystery that we're still trying to figure out, why so many people haven't received it. As I said earlier, tomorrow's going to be another big processing day for the IRS. Well, I shouldn't really say it's going to be big. I mean, I don't know how many payments they really have left to process. From my estimation, they only have about 2 million payments left to process. So not really that many. But either way, it's kind of a mystery, seriously, why it hasn't arrived yet. You earn under the threshold, you receive the first two. Yeah, you should definitely be receiving this one, just a matter of when. So hopefully tomorrow, maybe they process something. What I would say for you, Meeks World, is check the Get My Payment tool here in a few days. Otherwise, continue checking your accounts. Maybe yours will be sent out on Wednesday with all the VA beneficiaries. So I don't know. I mean, it's a big mystery. That's what we're trying to figure out. Except for VA. Those are the next ones that are up for scheduled delivery, which is Wednesday, April 14th, which I talked about. Don Madeline, hey, welcome. Thanks for being here. What? You called today and they said call tomorrow because they have too many calls? That's funny. Mr. Vince, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Janelle, hey, thanks. I appreciate that. When are the paper checks going out? Paper checks have been going out for many, many weeks now. They've been going out since March 12th was the first round, March 19th, March 26th. What was the next one after that? April, what is the date? April 2nd. Every Friday, paper checks go out. Yeah, so paper checks are going out. There'll be more paper checks going out tomorrow. Yeah, so it usually takes about I'm going to say like a week and a half to 2 weeks or so from the time that it's mailed out until it actually arrives in your possession. So you got to keep watching for it. Yep. I'm wearing your favorite shirt. You want a shirt like mine. That's awesome. Thanks. No idea where I got this shirt, by the way. Yeah. So Rebecca B, you said, hey, my husband filed his taxes. I think you said a couple days ago. Oh, a couple weeks ago. Rebecca, you said your husband filed his taxes a couple weeks ago. He hasn't filed in years. Will he get the 1400? Yeah, he should. As soon as the IRS processes his tax return, then yes, he should get the 1400 provided he's eligible. If he hasn't filed taxes in a few years, I would anticipate he's probably eligible because his income is probably below the threshold in which he needed to file. So, yeah, he should be receiving it at some point over the coming weeks. As soon as they process his tax return, then yep. Yeah. Houston, you're saying, hey, when will SSI receive the stimulus check? Well, actually, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was actually the big day for Social Security, Retirement, Disability, SSI, and RRB beneficiaries. Yesterday was the big day. 24 million payments went out to these beneficiaries. So, yeah, if you didn't get it yesterday and you receive SSI, the best thing I can say is keep watching for it. Seriously, I know that is not what you want to hear, but right now, I mean, there's not a whole lot of information. Being totally honest with you, there is not much information right now regarding stimulus checks for SSI. I mean, like I said, yesterday was the big day. So if you didn't get it, continue watching your mailbox. Check the Get My Payment tool every couple days. Don't check it all the time. And then hopefully you're up for this coming Wednesday, April 14th as well for a direct deposit. Yeah. Also, Houston, you're saying what I'm wondering is SSI. I'm assuming you're probably a Direct Express card holder. If so, you may be posting a pending deposit here as early as potentially tomorrow if you have a scheduled payment date of April 14th of this coming Wednesday. So if it doesn't show up tomorrow, don't get all upset. It could show up as a pending either sometime over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something like that as well. So just continue watching for that. Don Madeline, you're saying, will there be more stimulus checks? We have not gotten confirmation of that yet, but if I had to bet on it, yeah, I would say that there will definitely be more stimulus checks. That's just my anticipation based on what I'm seeing with everything. Yeah, so Corey, you said that you filed a tax return, you claimed the recovery rebate credit to get the first two, you still haven't gotten the third one yet. Yeah, that could be part of the issue too, is they maybe just haven't, that doesn't really make sense. I guess what I'm wondering is, Corey, did you get the first two? So you filed your tax return, claimed the recovery rebate credit. Did you get the 1800 from the IRS already? If you already got the 1800, then that would tell me that they processed your tax return. So why they haven't sent the 1400 yet? Not really sure, right? So we're not really sure. They should have sent that 1400 right away in addition to your 1800 from last year. It could still be coming. Well, obviously, it's still going to be coming. If you file the recovery rebate credit and you're eligible, then yeah, it should still be coming. Yeah. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Hey, congratulations. That's great that you got it yesterday. Yeah, Meeks World, you're saying, can I say the number again? Yeah, it's 1-800-919-9835. 1-800-919-9835. That is the dedicated phone number for the IRS stimulus check, or EIP, Economic Impact Payment is what they call it. Yeah, Sherry Hessner, hey, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So, I think your name was like BBQ something. Sorry, I'm not catching your name. But you said, I can't think of anybody here here in Florida that received a paper check from the March 26th mailing, I think you said. That was mailed on March 26th. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, seriously, how many people are you asking, though? Seriously. Are you asking, like, your 10 neighbors or something? I mean, I don't know. They didn't exclude Florida, you know what I mean? So if there were paper checks going out on March 26th, which they were, I don't know. I'm sure some paper checks made their way to Florida, I'm guessing. So if you have a mail date of March 26th and you haven't received it yet, how many weeks ago was that? Was that 2 weeks ago already? So yeah, you might want to call the IRS on that one. Or you might want to give it a few more days. Seriously, you might want to give it a few more days. But other than that, you might want to call the IRS here pretty soon and see if they can kind of track down what's going on with that. Again, call the number that I gave you. That's the dedicated phone number, 1-800-919-9835. That is the dedicated phone number for the stimulus check. Yeah, Vicky, hey, you're welcome, and thank you. Yeah, I should be in a movie, says, who's this guy? Something. Sorry, I'm not catching your name. You said, hey, I should be in a movie. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love that. Yeah. Johnny Coy got the money. He's got the dough. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, disabled veteran here. Who is that? Mr. Something. Hey, sorry, I'm not catching your name, but you said, hey, disabled vet here. Didn't get it. Yeah. I have an easy answer for vets. So, if you're receiving VA benefits, your payment date is Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, April 14th. You should be getting it that day. Yeah, that's an easy one there because the IRS just announced yesterday that VA will be getting them April 14th. So, yeah. Yeah, Meeks World, you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, who's that? Stella Martinez said hey, when you got it, when's the next one coming out? We don't know quite yet, but we'll keep watching everything closely. Yeah. Right. Okay. Nice. Nice. Joshua Peters, hey, welcome. Thank you. Congratulations. Joshua got it yesterday. Aaron Kaiser, you said your friend hasn't gotten the second or third. Yep, according to the guidance from the IRS, Aaron Kaiser, your friend needs to file a 2020 tax return. That's what the IRS has been saying. If you didn't get your 600, you need to file a 2020 tax return to claim it. Make sure you claim the recovery rebate credit. Once you do that, your friend would get the 600 plus the 1,400 that is coming due right here. So right now. Yeah. Yeah. Patricia Elkins, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Congratulations, by the way. Glad you got the money. Yeah, who's this? Artsy chick. Hey, congratulations. Glad you also got the money. Yeah, right. Yeah, Mr. Vince. Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly. So somebody's saying, hey, SSI here. I have a paper check delivery date. Got the last two as direct deposit. Yeah, exactly. Same situation. I'm actually in the same situation. I got the first two as a direct deposit. Number 3, they're sending to me as a paper check. I don't want a paper check. I don't know why they're doing that. Seriously, why do I have to get a paper check? I got the first two as direct deposit. They have all my direct deposit information, but yet they're going to send me a paper check. Yeah, so same thing for me. Still waiting, twiddling my fingers, waiting around, watching my mailbox. Yeah. Mike Mathis, I think is your last name. Hey, you're welcome. Yeah. The Get My Payment tool, again, don't put a whole lot of weight into it. It's fine. You can check it. It's okay. Sometimes it gives you updates. Sometimes it doesn't tell you anything, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird that it's saying it doesn't match their records. I mean, clearly it's not working for you, right? So try it back in a few days or something like that. Maybe try entering your information in a little bit differently. I don't know. I mean, seriously, the Get My Payment tool is not great. Yeah, who's this? John Spax, I think is your last name. Hey, you said my direct deposit was returned. You said my direct deposit was returned. When can you expect it? Yeah, so if it went to a bank account that was either closed or rejected it, like it went to the wrong account, something like that, they'll actually get it back and they will send it out as a paper check. So whenever they process the paper check and send it out to you, then you should be getting it then. But from the time that they mail out a paper check, it's usually a couple weeks. So 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. Just continue watching for it. Remember, it could arrive as a paper check or a prepaid debit card in your mail. Yeah, paper checks still coming. Yeah. 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 Yes. Tanya Edwards. Hey, is that who that is? Yeah, Tanya Edwards, you're asking about the child tax credit. Yeah, so basically it's $3,000 for every child aged 6 through 17 for the year of 2021, and any child under the age 6, so 5 and under, is $3,600 a year. So what they're going to do is they're going to start sending out monthly payments probably in July or August, and it's going to be for the appropriate amount. So any child age 6 through 17 is $250 a month, and any child under age 6 is $300 per month per child going forward through the end of the year. Yeah. So that's what it is. I do have a dedicated video, a couple of dedicated videos talking about that from over the last couple of weeks here. Scroll back and check out the dedicated videos talking about the child tax credit. In fact, I had one from just about maybe about a week ago or so. Check that out, Tanya. Yeah. Nice. Steven, hey, congratulations. Glad you got the money. Yeah. Yeah, choose this. Tina, yeah, you're asking about paper checks. Yeah, paper checks are still rolling out. So if you're expecting a paper check, you just need to keep watching for it. That's all we can do with paper checks. Because once it goes out into the mail, it's basically kind of, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like, it's not lost, but essentially there's not really a way to track it once it's out in transit, right? You just got to keep watching for it. Mm-hmm. Hang on. Hang on one second here. Oops. So who? Sorry about that. I missed the name. I'm sorry. I think it was maybe Janice or someone. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I was trying to, or maybe it was Linda. Sorry. You said your name, and you said that your husband passed away on January 1st, 2016. You got the stimulus check for him. What do you need to do? First off, obviously, so sorry about your loss of your husband, but this was in 2016, I believe you said, right? January 1st of 2016. If that's the case, they're going to want that money back. Yeah. So the provision that they have in this is if somebody is living as of January 1st, 2021, and you get the money for them, you get to keep it if they live as of January 1st, 2021. But if they've passed away anytime prior to January 1st, 2021, then if you get paid for them, they're going to want that money back. So again, I apologize. I didn't catch your name there. I thought I had it. But anyway, they're going to ask for that money back. So what I would say is set it somewhere very safe. Do not spend it. Just set it there. And the IRS will probably reach out to you at some point saying, hey, we overpaid you. We want our $1,400 back. And you'll have to give it back. If you don't have that money, as in you spent it or something happened to it, you're going to be in a situation. So do not spend that money if you have it. Yep. Has the IRS forgotten people? No. The IRS has not forgotten people. They don't forget people. But, Linda. It was Linda. Yeah, Linda is the name. So, yeah. Sorry, hang on. Her name just kind of flashed across the thing. So it was Linda that I was talking about her husband there. What was the other question I just had? Shoot, sorry about that. I forgot it. Oh, yeah. No, the IRS is not forgetting people, but rather they probably don't have information, which is why the holdup, right? So there's a lot of people out there, and they experienced this with the first stimulus check and the second one, that they didn't have enough information for people, which is why they couldn't process payments. In fact, the first round of stimulus checks, there were 9 million people that did not get them simply because they didn't have information on those people. 9 million people. Yeah. 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 And this guy's insulting me. I wish I could block you right now, but honestly, I'm not going to waste even another second on you. But yeah, thanks for the insult. Yeah, you can probably just leave, dude. God, why do people have to insult? Seriously, why do you got to be a hater? Just leave. God damn. God, I freaking hate haters. Seriously. Just get out of here. If you don't want to be here, just leave. Seriously. Why do you got to be so mean? Freaking jackass. Yep, you're welcome. Yep, nice. Congratulations, everybody who's getting their money. This is great. Um, John Spax, dude, I answered your question like 4 times now. Hang on. Yeah, John, yo, so they sent it to a wrong bank account or something like that. So what they do is they get the money back and they send it out to you in a paper check. So you got to keep watching your mailbox for it. So whenever they send out the paper check, it's usually about 10 days or 2 weeks or so after they send out the paper check that you should get it. So yeah, if it went to a closed account, you'll get a paper check at some point whenever they process it. Continue checking the Get My Payment tool, and maybe it'll update, maybe not. Since they already sent it to a closed account, I mean, maybe they'll update it and let you know. But I mean, honestly, I don't really know if they're going to update it again. But keep checking it. Yep. Nope. Yeah, Kathy Richardson said you didn't get the 600. It sounds like you got the 1400, but you filed a tax return. Will you still get the 600? Yeah, you should. As soon as they process your tax return, then yes, you probably should. Well, not probably. You should. You will still get the 600 as soon as they process your tax return. Yeah. Cindy Webb. Hey, welcome. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Right. Yep. Hang on. Represent. No. Who's this? Evelyn Wallace, I think is your name. You said that you're a payee for your son who is an adult dependent. Will he get the other 2 stimulus checks? No, he won't because he's an adult dependent. Dependents do not get the stimulus checks. In fact, it goes to the person who claims them. So you said that he is an adult dependent and apparently, and he must be your dependent, so you must claim him as a dependent. I think you said that you got $2,800. Yeah, you got 2,800 because you got the 1,400 for him as well. So no, he's not going to get it. He's not going to get the first two either because adult dependents do not get the stimulus checks. Oh, nice. Patrice got the paper checks today. Hey, congratulations. Nice. Got yours in Nebraska. Marcia, Nebraska. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. No. No. Other than the Get My Payment tool, is there a better way to figure out how? I think you said no. There's no better way to figure out how people are going to get paid. So no, the Get My Payment tool is basically the only way that you can track your payment if you have one coming, which most people do have a payment coming. But yeah, no, there's no other way to check it. No. Is the IRS 24 hours? No. I wouldn't call that number 24 hours. No. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Right. So, veterans, yeah, your payment date is next Wednesday, April 14th. Yeah, heartbroken. Hey, thanks so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. Oh, I'm backed up like a ton of comments right now. Sorry. Who's this? David Harris. Hey, you're asking, will Ssdi get a payment date? Please, please, please answer. Yes, David Harris, your payment date was yesterday. Yes, that is the date for Ssdi. Yesterday. That's the date. Yep, you got it right there. April 7th is the date for Ssdi. Yes, that's why we're coming back, helping all of you out, doing what we can to figure this out for all of you who didn't receive it. So, David Harris, yep, your payment date was yesterday. Yep. Natasha Bradley, hey, welcome. Yeah. 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 Nice. All right. Thank you. Nice. By the way, thanks everybody for the nice messages. Just trying to find more questions here. There's a lot of just kind of back and forth kind of. Yeah. Yeah, so if you didn't get the second or the third stimulus check, especially the second one, that's the indicator right there. If you didn't receive the second stimulus check, according to the guidance from the IRS, you need to file a 2020 tax return in order to get it. That's what they're saying. So, yep. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Randy's saying, hey, I'm giving my 3 stimulus checks to people because he doesn't need it or something like that. Either way, that's cool, Randy. Nice of you to look out for others. Yeah. Yeah, so sorry, I'm not catching your name, but you're talking about Puerto Rico. You're asking about how will the stimulus checks be distributed in Puerto Rico? Yeah, same thing as the other 2 rounds. So typically what they do is the U.S., when they're working with United States territories, basically they kind of just like, this is my understanding anyway, kind of like the government sends the money to the territory and they're basically like, hey, Puerto Rico, here's the money for all your residents. You distribute it. That's kind of my understanding of how it works. So maybe that's how it'll work again. It sounds like that's what happened kind of with your $600 stimulus check. So when Puerto Rico will actually distribute it, I have no clue. Seriously, I have not seen anything about that. So kind of whenever they kind of get around to doing it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Right. Yep. Hey, Randy May, nice to see you. Thanks for the message. Yeah. Right. No. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. Let's see what else we got. No. Right. So a lot of people, yeah, Marcia, is that Marcia? Yeah, Marcia, you're welcome and thank you. Yeah, a lot of people in Nebraska getting it. Right. Right. Yep. Yeah. So if you haven't gotten it yet, honestly, there's just a lot of like just comments here. I mean, not really got the deposit. Daniel, say you got the 1400. Nice. Congratulations. Yeah. Will be. You're welcome. So James Brooks, you said, I believe you're saying you never got the first and the second one. You got the third one, maybe it sounds like. If you didn't get the first 2, I mean, maybe you were claimed as a dependent or something in 2019, which prevented you from getting the first 2 stimulus checks. You might want to file a 2020 tax return, which is what the IRS says to do, and then maybe you'll get that 1800 from last year. So, yeah, James, you might want to do that. James Brooks. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn Marie, you're asking about the address? Yeah, just type in your address that the IRS and or the Social Security Administration would have for you into the Get My Payment tool. Mm-hmm. No. Nikki, you're saying, hey, will adult dependents receive the past stimulus checks? No. No, adult dependents were not included for the first 2 stimulus checks. Nope. Yeah. Adam, you're asking, how do you get stimulus checks for dependents for the first 3, for all? For 3 dependents? How do you get dependents? How do you get the stimulus checks for dependents on all 3 stimulus packages? File a tax return. That's what the IRS would say to do. File a 2020 tax return, and that's how you would get for your dependents. Make sure that you're claiming your dependents on your tax return. Otherwise, if you don't claim them, you don't get it. So make sure you claim them. Although, for the first 2 stimulus checks, the dependents need to be under the age 17. That's for the first 2. This third one now, it doesn't matter the age. Any age dependent will count for the 1400. However, for the 1200 and the 600, they need to be under the age 17. If they're over 17, well, if they're 17 or older, you don't get anything for them. Yeah. So that was for Adam, by the way. Yeah. Hang on. Isa, I think is your name. You're saying, can your sister deposit the check for you? As in, what do you mean, like into her account? Or you mean like, can she physically go to the bank and deposit it for you into your account? If you mean like go to the bank and deposit it for you into your account, yeah, that's probably fine. But you mean like into her account? You could talk to your bank about that, but a lot of times if you want to do that, typically what happens is you need to sign it over to that person. What I would do is go to your bank with the sister and talk to the teller right then and there and say, "Hey, I have this check. I want to have my sister deposit it. How can we do it?" And typically what they do is they have you sign it over to her. So, but I would do that in front of the teller so that they can see exactly what you're doing and they can advise you on how to do it. But before you even go, maybe you might want to just call them and just have a conversation, make sure you're doing it. Yeah. Hey, Randy Thornton. Hey, shout out to you. Thanks. I appreciate it. That's nice of you. Yeah. Adam says on SSI. Yeah. Same protocol that I told you about filing. Yep. Yeah. So you're asking, you only have 1 week left of PUA benefits for your unemployment. You said, well, you need to open up a new file to get extended PUA benefits. It should be extended out. I mean, if you're getting unemployment benefits, the PUA, it should be extended out until September 6th. So if it's not, then you probably want to call your local unemployment office and see what's going on because it should have been extended out. September 6th is when it goes out until. Yeah. Adam, you're asking about the child tax credit. Can you get it if you're on SSI? Yeah, you should. You should be able to. Yep. Hmm. No. Let's see. Brandy, you're asking, it seems that there's like a trend of people receiving SSDI who have not received it. And is there, what else did you say? Yeah, no, I don't think that's the case. The reason is the majority of people got the money yesterday. So I don't know what the holdup is now. But we knew this would happen. I mean, this is honestly no surprise that people have not received their payments. We've been saying this for weeks now that after the big wave comes through, there's going to be people left out afterward, and we'll need to come back and figure out the situation. So I do think that tomorrow will be an interesting day to see how many more payments that they process tomorrow. As we know that the IRS processes payments on Fridays. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. And then the following Wednesday, which is April 14th, will be another big payment date, especially for VA beneficiaries. They'll be getting their money then. And I'm really hoping it picks up everybody else as well. Um, Charles Hooser, I think is your last name, or Hooser. You're asking about a new portal for the child tax credit. I'm not sure how they're going to do that yet. There's some different conversation going on around out there talking about how they're going to gather information to determine eligibility. They could set up something. I'm not really sure. We'll have to continue watching that. I'll keep you posted on that, Charles. Yeah. Cherry's weight loss journey, I think is your name. You said it's going to be mailed on the 9th. What does that mean? It's going to be mailed on the 9th. It's going to be mailed tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be mailed tomorrow. So you just got to keep watching for it. Give it about 2 weeks to arrive, and then keep watching your mailbox. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you need... No. No. So who's this? I don't even know who this is. No one. Hey, no one. You're asking, do you need to type in your address with all caps to get your information on the Get My Payment tool? No. No. You said that you have a not available status. So to me, it sounds like you're getting into the tool. So no, you do not need to add your address in as all caps. But if you have a not available status, that's your status. They just haven't processed your payment yet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yep. Okay. I've answered all these. I'm not really sure. Sorry, everybody. I'm way backed up. on comments. I swear I've read through all these comments already. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, Yvette Posey, you said that your daughter, talking about your daughter and the $10,200. Nothing. The IRS said nothing. Do not do anything. They will automatically amend the tax returns and send out the necessary refunds for those people who paid taxes on the $10,200 of unemployment benefits. So nothing. Do not do anything. That is what the IRS is saying. Yeah. No. Do kids get the 1,400? No, you do. You get the 1,400 on their behalf. Dependents do not get it. People with a mail date wait 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, generally it's about. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's going to be 2 weeks for sure, but I mean, it could be. It could be like 10 days, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. So yeah, I would say always give it up to like 2 weeks. Hopefully it arrives way before that, but possibly up to 2 weeks. Yeah, Brandy, hey, you're welcome. Thank you. Right. Yeah, so Valerie, you're asking about the plus up. I actually made a video talking about that the other day. Go back like 2 days ago. When was that even? Tuesday, maybe something like that? Yesterday? I don't know. I made a video talking about the plus up. Go check that video out. I talked about that. But you said that you received two $1,400 stimulus checks. If that's the case, well, yeah. So I guess my question would be, did you have somebody that you claimed as a dependent, maybe a spouse, a child, something like that, that you could have gotten the money for them? If that's the case, then it's your money. But if you were just double paid, then the IRS will likely be asking you for that money back. Yeah. Karen, you're saying you got your first one, but you're not your second or third one. They have all your information. Well, according to the guidance from the IRS, you need to file a tax return in order to get it. So, yep, you need to file a 2020 tax return. That's the IRS. That's what they're saying. If you did not receive your 600, so that's what you need to do. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So. Right. So Valerie, you said that you're on SSDI. You claimed I think you said 3 kids as your dependents. Then yeah, I mean the stimulus checks are for you and your 3 dependents. So you should be getting 4 checks total. A total of 4 payments, $5,600, 1,400 times 4, yourself and 3 dependents. Yeah. 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 Right. Yep. Yep. Right. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Right, you're welcome. Yep. What else? I'm at the. Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're welcome, everybody. Um, It's actually kind of funny because I can actually keep up with the chat a little bit. Not all the way, I mean, not 100%, but previously when I was doing live streams a couple weeks ago when there's, 2,000, 2,500 people here, it's literally impossible to keep up with the chat box. But it's a little bit more sustainable now so that I can actually maybe keep up with it a little bit. I'm still behind, but either way, keeping up a little bit. So yeah, anyway, I hope that answered a lot of questions for a lot of you. I keep rolling through the comments here, a lot of thank yous, a lot of really nice comments. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. That's really nice of you. So, right. Yeah. Adam, you're welcome. Right. Will the $200 ever be done for SSI, SSDI, all those people? No. I'm going to bet no. The $200 per month, honestly, I do not think it's happening. The reason for that is we have not heard a single word about the 200 in quite a while. So, yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the 200 is going to happen. So, I would actually put my money on stimulus check number 4 and or recurring stimulus checks before we get $200 per month. That's just my personal opinion. Could it happen? It could, but honestly, I wouldn't plan on it. Yeah, just my personal opinion. So anyway, here's what I'm going to say. As far as the Get My Payment tool, like I said, I said this last week around the same time. I said, do not look at the Get My Payment tool. You know what? I'm going to say it again. Don't look at the Get My Payment tool until Sunday. The reason I want to say that is, honestly, it's probably not going to update until then anyway. So tomorrow's going to be another day that they process payments. They're going to be processing direct deposits and paper checks. Once again, tomorrow. They do it every Friday. We'll have to see. I'm interested to see what the announcement is out of the IRS tomorrow, to see what they have to say. And then we can go from there and kind of recalibrate and say, okay, who's included this time, who's not, who are we missing out on? Again, of course, there's going to be more people that are missed out on, and we'll need to come back and figure out what the deal is then. So I'll continue to keep you posted on all that, but check your accounts. Seriously, just keep an eye on your accounts going forward. As I said, Friday's the day that they process them. Sometimes pending deposits start showing up as early as Fridays. Last Friday, there were quite a few people who were showing the pending deposits already last Friday for a payment date of yesterday. So it could possibly start showing up. So what I want to say is, especially for those of you who have Direct Express, start watching it starting tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, and over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Start checking it over the weekend, and you might start showing a pending deposit for this coming Wednesday, April 14th. But, yeah, just want to throw that out there. Yeah, that'd be great. Joe's Corner asking if you can claim your goldfish as a dependent. Yeah, that'd be great. But nope, can't do it. Yeah, thank you for the nice message. Yeah, you're welcome. Just glad to be here. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Catherine, you're asking, should you file your 2020 tax return again? No. If you already filed your 2020 tax return, do not file it again. No, do not do that. If you already filed, one time is good. Yeah, don't do it again. Yeah. 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 Forced stimulus check, we don't have any details. We don't have any details on the forced stimulus check yet. As of right now, it looks like possibly $2,000, $2,000, possibly $1,000 to follow every month after that. We do not know yet. We don't know the details of stimulus check number 4 yet. Yeah. Are there going to be any more stimulus checks for SSI? If there's any more stimulus checks, it'll be across the board for everybody. So, yes, SSI will be included as always, just like the first, well, all 3 stimulus checks. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Amanda, hey, you're welcome. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Right, exactly. Yep, a lot of good. Yeah. It's really, you called the number, it's no longer in service? Seriously? I haven't called the number in, when was the last time I called? Maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, something like that? I don't remember. I called the IRS a bunch of times. Wow, but you said it's out of service now? That's ridiculous, but honestly, I'm not surprised if that's the case. Just pull the plug. Pull the plug on the line. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Yvette Posey, hey, you're welcome. Yeah, I'll do that for you. Yeah, Linda Templeton, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Oh. Hey, Dustin, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. No. Joe Halffield, I think is your last name. I'm saying your last name wrong. I apologize. You said that you did the non-filer last year. Do you need to do it again? No. First off, the non-filer is not even open, so it's not even a thing anymore. So no, do not, if you did the non-filer, you're good to go, unless your situation changed, as in you're picking up a dependent that you now want to claim as a dependent to get the extra $1,400. So no, you don't need to do that again. Yeah. All right. April, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Bill Goodwin, I think is your last name. Bill D. Goodwin. Yeah, it's going to be from the IRS. Is it from the IRS? Yeah, I think it's from the IRS. Yeah, it should be. The IRS. It'll show as the deposit. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. I'm not sure about that yet. Adam, you're asking about how the child tax credit will be distributed if you have Direct Express. I'm not sure yet. We don't know that quite yet. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep. You're saying you feel like you're at the bottom of the barrel while everybody else is buying stocks with their 1400? Yep. Stocks in Bitcoin, everybody's buying it. That's what they're doing with the money because, let's be real, only about 25 or 30 million people of the 158 million people that they're sending payments to actually need the money. Everybody else is just piling it into the stock market or buying a bunch of stuff they don't need because they don't need the money. Yeah, that's what's ridiculous about this whole thing. The people that needed it are all the people that received it yesterday, right? Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, RRB, all of these people are the ones who actually need it. Meanwhile, everybody that got it first is piling it into the stock market, just play money, right? Because they don't really care if they lose it. It's not there. Well, I mean, it's just a bunch of money that they got for free, so they don't really care if they lose it. Yeah, piling it into the stock market. That's what they're doing. Yep. Yep. No. Yeah. Why some of you are getting a paper check versus a direct deposit? Good question. No idea. There's just no good reason for that. We have no clue why they are doing that, but they are sending out paper checks to some people who have direct deposit for some unknown reason. We don't know. Yeah. Yeah. All right. No. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yes. You said that your Direct Express card was expired and you had to get a new one in January. Is that why you could not, you maybe didn't receive your payment? Could be, possibly. But if that was the case on the Get My Payment tool, it should have showed some kind of payment, as in it should give you a payment date, or maybe they tried to send it to you, but not. But seriously, if you got a new Direct Express card in January, that shouldn't have really mattered because the payment is now being distributed here in April, right? So, yeah, I mean, it could have been, but honestly, I don't really think that should have held it up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Nice messages. That's nice of you. Yeah. All right. Let's do this. Let's leave it there for now. I think tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow should be another really good day as far as updates out of the IRS because they're going to be processing more payments tomorrow. I'm not sure how many, but they have a couple million payments to go. Not many. As of now, they've distributed about 156 million payments. In total, they have about 158 million total payments to go. Total that they're going to distribute. So they only have about 2 million payments to go. We'll have to see what they distribute tomorrow. So either way, I'll be back in the morning with another update and keep you posted, but I'm going to keep my eyes on everything. I'll keep you posted with everything going on. I know it's frustrating. There's just honestly not a lot of information right now. It's tough. This is what the hard part is. After the big waves go through and everybody, well, not everybody, but the majority of people get the money, it's kind of like they forget about the last remaining few million people that still need the money, right? So that's kind of where we stand as of right now. The majority of people have it. 156 million people have already received it, and there's about 2 million that have not received it yet. And, the majority of you here are in that group. So let's wait until tomorrow. Let's see what the IRS has to say, and then let's see what happens over the weekend as far as how many of you are picked up and get this money and get actually payment dates, pending deposits, and the Get My Payment tool actually updates, tomorrow, this weekend, things like that. So let's leave it there for now, and I'll continue to keep you posted. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. I'm just being totally real with you. There's not much going on out there right now as far as updates and announcements. It's just kind of like the ship sailed, and it's kind of like it. You know what I mean? It's frustrating. But either way, I'm going to continue to be here for you every single day. I'll keep you posted with any new information that I can find, or I'll just be here for you with anything that I can help you out with, answering your questions or doing whatever. So, yeah, Rosemary Brown, you're welcome. Thank you. Yes, child support. No, they are not supposed to take it for child support. So if they took it for child support, call the IRS. You should get that money. The $1,400 and the $600 you should be getting. Child support does not garnish either of them, the $600 or the $1,400. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Vicky, thank you. Yeah, that's good. Joe's Corner. Yeah. Yeah, Cynthia, you're welcome. Yeah. Right. No. Changing, growing, you're saying about the 200? Yeah. I wouldn't count on the 200 per month. Seriously, I wouldn't count on it at all. But anyway, yeah, we can talk about that again later, but honestly, I don't think the 200 per month is going to happen. That's just my opinion. Either way, have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful to some degree and just helped you out a little bit. But either way, I'll continue to be here for you. Thanks for your support. Have a good night, everyone, and I will see you again in the morning with more information or the coming days here. But either way, I'll be back every day. All right, have a good night. I'm going to turn this off, and I will catch you again later.
Finish. Button.
All right.
Alert. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?
Oops.
Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Cancel. Button. End. Button.
All right.